Welcome back, guys. And it looks like I'm gonna hit you with a Miles Morales. I made a mistake. Cause we did get the information teaser abilities for the units. And it looks like the GP02 will indeed have its atomic bazooka as a map weapon. Which it should be. I believe in the past games it was like that as well. So let's go over them real quick. Increase damage dealt to enemies and acquire more boss challenge tickets in the Mobile Suit Gundam Memory Part 1 story event. Yeah, that's the usual. Banner units will give you a bonus, just like in the Strike Freedom event. Series Starters Memory, Tag Support, Type Support, Map Weapon, Atomic Bazooka, equipped with the first ever power 6000 map weapon. Inflict tremendous damage with this high power, wide range map weapon. So I'm going to assume this is a one-time use, of course, but 6000? Usually these map attacks are like 3000 to maybe 4000. I don't believe there's one with 4000. So this is obviously a huge jump. This is actually going to do that. Imagine this thing with dupes. If the AI was smart enough in PvP, imagine if you put it in the right position. If it used this, it could do some really heavy damage, especially with dupes, even in solo play as well, single player. We're getting more Eternal Road missions, so maybe this guy's I'm losing my voice. Maybe this guy's map weapon will actually be pretty solid, but yes, he does indeed have it. Rejoice, I suppose. I just don't understand why they didn't show it in its teaser trailer. It's really weird. But yeah, I'm going to assume this is the only mention of the atomic bazooka, unless he pulls it out in his EX attack just right out of nowhere. But yeah, we're getting it. It's there. I do feel like I'm possibly rolling again if I can gather enough gems by then. But it is cool to see. Alright, moving on. Here's his pilot, up to 2 support attacks, the usual. Equipped with the character skill energy charge level 4, recovering 60% of energy upon skill activation. Cool, I guess that's pretty neat. Really just depends how much the map weapon is getting off you in terms of MP. Energy, energy. Usually map weapons are like 60, it's not too much, but who knows with the bazooka, so I guess this is alright as a skill, not the best though. It's an option. That's basically it though. Chars Zaku 2, attacker, custom weapons, MS anti-ship rifle EX. Equipped with an EX weapon that deals more damage the higher HP is. Attack is increased by 30% when HP is full. Alright, that's a big jump. Usually the max I see is like 17%, and that's when the weapon is fully upgraded. They just said, nah, 30%. And I wonder if this is like fully upgraded, the EX attack. Imagine more with upgrades, that's maybe like 33, 35%, somewhere around there. But yeah, that's gonna hit like a truck, especially at full HP. This guy wants to be a one-shotter. I can see it being good for PvP. You know, you just throw him out there and there you go, 30% extra damage buff, just like that. Especially if he's in one-shot killer, that'd be really good as well. Hopefully this is a range 5 attack to really help with the 30%. I can see him really being good at PvP then, if he does have that. Alright, let's move on. The Char pilot. Attacker has an EX ability that increases mobility by 15%. So he's a PvP unit. He is straight up telling you right there he's for PvP. Equipped with attack burst level 4, which increases damage dealt by 20% upon character skill activated. That's really solid to have. It ain't no level 5 like Kira's, but level 4 is still really solid. He's a PvP unit. These guys are PvP units straight up. If he has range 5, he is a PvP unit. They are made for PvP. At least from what I can see, they're straight up telling you to use these guys in PvP. If he has one-shot killer, then I can see this guy being ran on like all teams next season. Alright, here is the final one. The Effer, Snappis, and Albion test type. Test type is a new tag. Well, it's not new, but it's new for a ship. All stats increased by 25%. The support skill restores HP of allies within range. They really gotta emphasize what this test type means, because you could really say every unit is a test type of something. I mean, you could say the Zaku 2 is a test type and then it goes to the high mobility, or you can say these guys are test types because they were actually, you know, test types for experimenting mobile suits, you know. They were Gundam test types. They're literally called Gundam prototypes, so I'm going to assume the GP01, GP02 will definitely be on that tag, but I wonder who really classifies as that, because the unicorn was, you know, a test type and then whatnot. So we'll see who actually classifies for those types. So that is pretty much about it, guys. It is pretty cool that it is getting its atomic bazooka. It's what we all wanted. We'll see though. We'll see how good this thing is. Right now, the Zaku 2 is looking a lot better, especially with its pilot. They're looking like they're going to help you a lot more in PvP, but they do seem pretty solid, both of them, regardless, even with now no PvP. Who knows? We'll see. More Eternal Road missions will be added soon, so we'll see if these guys will be there, if it'll allow UC, UC units. Other than that, guys, take care.